नमस्कार दोस्तों। आज के वीडियो में चर्चा करेंगे फॉरेस्ट बेस्ड इकोसिस्टम सर्विसेज के बारे में। इकोसिस्टम सर्विसेज आर नथिंग बट वी कैन से collection of benefits or bundle of benefits which our society enjoys from natural resources, and in present case it is forest. And these ecosystem services, as I mentioned that these are a collection of benefits. These benefits can be direct or indirect. These can be tangible or intangible, or also we can say market or non-market. Direct benefit, tangible benefit, and market benefits, they are same thing. And in other words, indirect benefit, intangible benefit, and non-market benefits, these are same thing. They indicate same thing. So let us begin. That in the beginning I would like to mention that this presentation is also useful for the candidates who are appearing for civil services examination, general studies paper, or Indian Forest Service examination, or for the purpose of writing essays where environment related topics are appearing in conventional essays in different exams conducted by UPSC and various state public service commissions. So now let us begin. These ecosystem services from forest, they can be categorized under 4 headings: provisioning kind of ecosystem services, regulating kind of ecosystem services, supporting kind of ecosystem services, and cultural kind of ecosystem services. अब ये 4 कैटेगराइजेशन कैसे आया, कहाँ से आया? तो in this connection I would like to mention that there was a very large exercise called Millennium Ecosystem Assessment, and under this Millennium Ecosystem Assessment, more than 1,300 experts from all over the world, from 95 countries, they were involved together. They were from different disciplines, and in different countries, various kind of ecosystems, including forest, marine, mangrove type of mangrove, then these desert ecosystem, wetland ecosystems, all these were studied and examined. And purpose was to find out what is the present status of these ecosystems and resulting ecosystem services. तो मोटे तौर से उनकी फाइंडिंग थी कि more than 60% of ecosystems were in degraded state, and unless until some concrete steps are taken, this degradation will not stop. So this kind of exercise was mainly for policy planners and for general public also. So let us begin with the provisioning kind of ecosystem services. इसमें क्या क्या आता है? तो as the name indicates, provisioning I can tell you with one simple example. प्रोविजनल स्टोर आप सब ने देखा होगा, हम सब लोग जाते रहते हैं प्रोविजनल स्टोर और किराना की दुकान, फॉर एग्जांपल गुप्ता प्रोविजनल स्टोर, राम प्रोविजनल स्टोर और अग्रवाल प्रोविजनल स्टोर। तो किराना की दुकान पे जैसे आटा, दाल, चावल, टूथपेस्ट, तेल, साबुन, ये सब चीज़ें मिलती हैं, मसाले। तो सिमिलरली I mean all these goods or material benefits are obtained from Kirana shop. In similar way, forests are also a Kirana kind of shop. Forest भी Kirana kind of factory है, a kind of provisional store from where the society obtain various kinds of goods or material benefits which are mentioned here. फॉर एग्जाम्पल फूड, डिफरेंट कैटेगरी ऑफ फूड, ईडिबल फूड भी होंगे, वाइल्ड फूड भी होंगे, लाइव स्टॉक फॉडर होगा, फिशरीज होंगी. देन फाइबर, timber, firewood, and a lot of other non-timber forest products, then fresh water. So let us uh, elaborate all these things in little bit detail. अब जैसे इडिबल फूड लिखा हुआ है, इडिबल फूड्स में जंगल में जैसे महुआ बहुत कॉमन है, जिससे लोकल लिकर बनाते हैं ट्राइबल लोग. इसी तरह से आपके बेल पत्तर, एजल मार्मालॉट, आंवला, जंगली आंवला, हरड़, बहेड़ा. तो ऑल दीज आर डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ एडिबल फूड. वन मोर आई रिमेंबर तेंदू फ्रूट, तेंदू पत्ता जो कि बीड़ी बनाने के काम आता है. तो तेंदू पत्ता, तेंदू फ्रूट इज वेरी मच लाइक्ड बाय बियर. भालू उसको बहुत चाव से खाता है. तो these are examples of edible foods which are obtained from the forest. Livestock fodder, बहुत सारी species हैं जो which can be used, leaves can be used as fodder. Then fisheries. The forests have lot of wetlands, lakes, rivers, ponds. So these are sources of fishes and related material. Then wild food. Wild food में जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई वर्कड इन अरुणाचल प्रदेश फॉरेस्ट डिपार्टमेंट. तो इन अरुणाचल प्रदेश आई केम टू नो द वाइल्ड बनाना फ्लावर, केले, जंगली केले के फूल, केले को वहाँ कोल बोला जाता है. तो वाइल्ड बनाना फ्लावर, दिस इज ए वेरी डिलीशियस काइंड ऑफ डिश. बहुत स्वादिष्ट सब्जी इसकी बनती है. And tribal women, they used to collect from the forest and sell in the market. So this is one example. Then various kind of green leaf vegetables are there from which are obtained from forest. And जैसे लाई पत्ता, और इसको वो लोग लोकल भाजी बना के खाते हैं. हम लोग भी काफ़ी उसको एंजॉय किया. So these are examples of wild foods which are obtained from forest. Then fiber. Fiber में जैसे एक I strike one tree, सेमल, बॉम्बेक शिबा. सेमल से जो पॉड होता है, red color flowers are there in the month of January or February, and in the March one can see lot of pods are there in the tree. And these pods are full of cotton, silk cotton, and this cotton can be used for stuffing of pillows, mattresses. आपके गद्दे या तकिए के भरने में काम आ सकती है. तो this is one example of fiber which is obtained from forest. Of timber, our forests are very rich in timber. For example, sal, teak, sesame, rosewood, red cedars. From Andaman Nicobar, we have one beautiful timber that is called paddock, Andaman paddock. And from Arunachal Pradesh, we have hollock and khokan. So these are timber, and lot of timbers are there. Then firewood is very common. And other anti-FPs. Anti-FP means other non-timber forest products. For example, cane, bamboo, honey, lac, and various kinds of medicinal plants. Forests are full of medicinal plants. So these come under non-timber forest products. Then fresh water. Fresh is about fresh water, as mentioned in the slide. The forests are the source to 75% of the fresh water. Forested watersheds, they are very important for getting fresh water or mineral water, because most of you know this fact that many cities in the world get water from forested watersheds. In India, I can say one example of Mumbai. In Mumbai, there is one lake, Powai Lake, and near Powai Lake, and we have Borivali National Park or Sanjay Gandhi National Park. So Borivali National Park में there are 4 or 5 lakes, Tulsi, Virar and other lakes. So 50% of the Bombay drinking water requirement is fulfilled from these lakes. So naturally these lakes are getting water from the forested watershed in the form of Borivali National Park. So this is one example. Similarly, in Shimla, in Upper Shimla in Himachal Pradesh, the municipal forest is maintained and no felling is allowed, which is full of deodar, kale, fir and spruce, and of course lot of oaks are there. So these type of forest, they act as forested watershed, and throughout the year streams are there, and drinking water is maintained for the Shimla town, Shimla city. Then in other parts of the world, in New York City, water is coming from forested watershed, which are some watersheds are situated more than 100 miles from the New York City in US. Then in Jakarta, Johannesburg, these are examples of big cities where water is coming from forested watershed. So this provides this. We can say that from these examples we can the forest are very important. They play a very important role in providing drinking water to the millions of the residents of the city. Then most of you know that March 21st is celebrated as International Day of Forest. In order to create awareness among the various citizens of various countries, this International Day of Forest is celebrated. So this picture is from Israel. Israel is a almost desert country, but very famous for their water conservation techniques in the form of sprinkler irrigation, drip irrigation. तो देखिए कितने बढ़िया से enjoy कर रहे हैं, and they are celebrating International Day of Forest. Then in India, as I mentioned in my last slide, 27% of our villages, they are located, or 27% of the total villages, about 2 lakhs, 1.8 lakh to 2 lakhs of the villages, they are located inside and around forest, and about 30 crores of the people, or 300 million, they are directly dependent on forest for their firewood requirements, then fodder requirement, or edible food, medicinal plants, like that. Then ecotourism. Ecotourism is a very flourishing industry nowadays, particularly tiger tourism in our country. We have about 53 tiger reserves in our country, which are located in different states, whether it is Rajasthan Ranthambore Tiger Reserve, or Kaziranga Tiger Reserve in northeast, or Jim Corbett Tiger Reserve in Uttar Pradesh in the north, and Periyar Tiger Reserve in the extreme south in Kerala. So millions of tourists, they are coming every year to enjoy nature for recreational purpose and for educational purpose also in the tiger reserve. And a lot of employment is generated because of the tiger reserve or ecotourism industry. Because gypsies are there, drivers are there in gypsy, and guides are there in gypsy, then lot of hotels, restaurants, then local tribals are there, local taxi owners are there. So in this form, lot of employment is generated with the help of tiger reserve. Then second category, we come to cultural kind of ecosystem service. अब cultural kind of ecosystem services में these are nothing but non-material benefits. which are obtained from forest ecosystem. जो पहले मैंने बताया provisioning kind of ecosystem services, they provide material kind of benefits in the goods form. ये non material benefits हो गए, which comes under intangible benefits और indirect benefits. जैसे कि आपकी spiritual value है, religious value है, आपकी educational value, research purpose, then aesthetic value, recreation and ecotourism, all these aspects comes under cultural services. So capturing aesthetic values and recreational value, this is a very challenging job, but some methods are there to in environmental economics or ecological economics to capture these values. For example, in our country, recreational values have been estimated for different tiger reserves. So a separate video will be there to understand how these recreational values are estimated in respect of various green assets in the form of tiger reserves or national parks like that. Similarly, aesthetic values methods are there. For example, hedonic pricing method is there to capture aesthetic values of the lake, parks and gardens, or some forested area like that. So we will discuss in subsequent videos. Next is supporting kind of ecosystem services. These are key ecosystem services which are necessary for other ecosystem services. बिना इनके फॉर्मेशन के दूसरी आपकी ecosystem services generate नहीं हो पाएंगी. These ecosystem services support other ecosystem services. For example, soil formation. अब आपकी soil ही नहीं रहेगी तो जंगल नहीं रहेंगे. जंगल नहीं रहेंगे तो आपको material, non-material benefits we cannot obtain. Similarly, nutrient cycling. Nutrient cycling में आपका ये सब आ जाएगा. कार्बन साइकिल है आपका, जिनको कहते हैं अपन बायो जियो केमिकल साइकिल्स. तो बायो जियो केमिकल साइकिल में आपका कार्बन साइकिल, नाइट्रोजन साइकिल, फास्फोरस साइकिल, sulfur cycle. So all these comes under nutrient cycling. Then maintenance of the biodiversity. Then this biodiversity को आप कैसे define करेंगे? It is nothing but variety of life on the earth in all its form. छोटे से छोटे जीन और बैक्टीरिया से लेकर के लार्ज इकोसिस्टम, maybe forest ecosystems or coral reef ecosystem, desert ecosystem or wetland ecosystems like that. So this biodiversity depends, as far as forest biodiversity is concerned, this depends upon type of forest and density of the forest. For example, type of forest may let us say tropical wet evergreen forest. In this kind of forest, tropical rain forest or tropical wet evergreen forest, biodiversity is very rich, maximum biodiversity in comparison to tropical dry deciduous forest. So we can say that this biodiversity depends upon type of forest. Then secondly, I mentioned density of the forest. अगर आपकी canopy density कम है तो बायोडाइवर्सिटी की वैल्यू कम हो जाएगी और आपकी रिलेटेड इकोसिस्टम सर्विसेज भी कम हो जाएंगे इन कंपैरिजन टू रिच बायोडाइवर्सिटी फॉरेस्ट. देन रेगुलेटिंग काइंड ऑफ इकोसिस्टम सर्विसेज. दीज आर मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट अमंग ऑल दीज काइंड ऑफ इकोसिस्टम सर्विसेज. These are the benefits obtained from regulation of ecosystem processes जो कि वहाँ पे चलती हैं आपके जंगल में. इसमें मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट है एयर क्वालिटी इम्प्रूवमेंट. आपका फॉर एग्जांपल आप एग्जांपल लीजिए एयर क्वालिटी इम्प्रूवमेंट में वी कैन से टेक एग्जांपल ऑफ अर्बन फॉरेस्ट्री इन दिल्ली. दिल्ली में सस्पेंडेड पार्टिकुलेट मैटर इज वेरी problematic process, problematic issue, particularly during October and November month. बहुत आपका डस्ट वातावरण में रहता है एंड बिकॉज ऑफ सम विंटर सीजन and various atmospheric conditions, it cannot go up in the atmosphere. तो आपका air quality index is very poor, AQI is very poor. So if these trees are not there in Delhi, then air quality will be further worsened. So this urban forestry is very important for retaining dust or suspended particulate matter from the atmosphere. तो ये आपकी बहुत सेवा कर रहे हैं जो पेड़ लगे हुए हैं. सबसे ज़्यादा इनका हाईलाइट इन अर्बन एरियाज में डस्ट रिटेंशन में होता है, इम्पोर्टेंस है इनकी. दूसरा इनका सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है रेगुलेटिंग काइंड ऑफ इकोसिस्टम सर्विसेज में क्लाइमेट रेगुलेशन, दैट इज कार्बन सिक्वेस्ट्रेशन, जिसके लिए आजकल हाहाकार मचा हुआ है इन द एरा ऑफ क्लाइमेट चेंज एंड ग्लोबल वार्मिंग. तो फॉरेस्ट आर दी most important solutions for addressing climate change issue because they act as a sink for sequestering carbon which is present in the atmosphere in the form of carbon dioxide gas. So maintenance of the carbon dioxide and oxygen balance is also one issue that is addressed by forest. Then soil erosion. Soil erosion is prevented where forest is rich, biodiversity is rich, naturally erosion will be controlled. Then maintenance of the water quality. फॉरेस्ट की में जितनी स्ट्रीम्स होंगी आपका वाटर क्वालिटी परफेक्ट होगा, बहुत बढ़िया होगा. देन पेस्ट रेगुलेशन. पेस्ट डिफॉरेस्ट्रेशन ऑलवेज लीड टू जनरेशन ऑफ मोर पेस्ट एंड डिसीजेज. Then pollination, most important aspect for our agricultural production. Pollination. आजकल ये हनी बीज और बटरफ्लाई और पॉलिनेटिंग इंसेक्ट्स, इन सब की बड़ी प्रॉब्लम हो रही है. देयर पॉपुलेशन इज डिक्लाइनिंग because of various reasons. So unless these processes are maintained, that our agricultural production will not go up, rather it will come down. Then natural hazard mitigation. Natural hazard mitigation में I can remember, I can quote one example of mangrove. When I was posted in Andaman and Nicobar Islands as in the capacity of general manager in Andaman and Nicobar Islands Forest Plantation and Development Corporation, I was posted there when tsunami came in 2004. The date was 26 December 2004. तो tsunami में lot of devastation was there, but it was observed in one island that is called नील Island. Havelock Island है, टूरिज्म के लिए बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है, उसके बगल में एक नील आइलैंड है. Nowadays, Havelock Island is called Swaraj Deep and Neil Island is called Sahid Deep. So Neil Island was protected from tsunami wave because of mangrove. Mangrove cover, mangrove tree vegetation, if tsunami waves are moderate, they are not very intense or they are not very fast, then mangroves can protect the island from devastating effect of tsunami waves. But of course, when tsunami waves are very strong, तब आपका ये मैंग्रोव नहीं कर झेल पाएगा. लेकिन बट अप टू मॉडरेट लेवल दिस मैंग्रोव्स कवर very forceful protection against tsunami wave, and your lives and property can be saved in different islands. So this is one example of natural hazard mitigation in case of Andaman Nicobar Island, which I have seen myself. Now I will like to mention about one important study that is called TEEB. TEEB का full form है The Economics of Ecosystem and Biodiversity. So TEEB was one study that was funded by European Commission, Germany, UK, Norway, Netherlands, Sweden, mostly European countries की ये expert की team थी, and experts were derived from science, economics and forestry. और इन एक्सपर्ट ने क्या किया कि after taking into account 109 number of study, 109 नंबर स्टडीज को उन्होंने कंसिडर किया which were already conducted in tropical forest in different part of the world, and they came to know what is the average value of ecosystem services per hectare per year in case of tropical forest at 2007 price. ये 12-13 साल पुरानी स्टडी है। तो 2007 की प्राइस लेवल पे आपका एवरेज वैल्यू क्या है, यानी कि क्वांटिफाई करने की कोशिश की गई है साइंटिस्ट के द्वारा इकोसिस्टम सर्विसेज को। अब वो क्वांटिफिकेशन क्या इस टेबल में आप व्हाट इज द रियल मैसेज फ्रॉम दिस टेबल। अब आप ये देखिए, फर्स्ट कॉलम है आपका इकोसिस्टम सर्विसेज। 3 कैटेगरी दिखाई गई है, प्रोविजनिंग सर्विसेज, रेगुलेटिंग सर्विसेज एंड कल्चरल काइंड ऑफ इकोसिस्टम सर्विसेज। और सेकंड कॉलम देखिए आपकी एवरेज वैल्यू है, तो लेट अस टेक एवरेज वैल्यू ऑफ इकोसिस्टम सर्विसेज। उसके बाद मैक्सिमम है, फॉरगेट अबाउट मैक्सिमम, वी कंसंट्रेट अवरसेल्फ टू द एवरेज वैल्यू ऑफ इकोसिस्टम सर्विसेज। अब आप देखिए टोटल अगर करें तो ये आता है 6120, तो अराउंड रफली $6100 पर हेक्टेयर पर ईयर, यानी कि 1 हेक्टेयर जो ट्रॉपिकल फॉरेस्ट है वो 1 साल में लगभग $6000 की इकोसिस्टम सर्विसेज जनरेट करता है। मोटा मैसेज इसका ये है। और इस $6000 में से अबाउट $4400 इज अकाउंटेड फॉर बाई रेगुलेटिंग काइंड ऑफ इकोसिस्टम सर्विसेज, जो सेकंड नंबर पे है। तो देयरफॉर वी कैन से that the regulating kind of ecosystem services, they are very important, very significant for the mankind, for the sustaining of the whole life on this earth। क्योंकि ओवरऑल इकोसिस्टम वैल्यू में से सबसे ज़्यादा अकाउंट फॉर रेगुलेटिंग काइंड ऑफ इकोसिस्टम करती हैं। बाकी जो प्रोविजनिंग काइंड ऑफ इकोसिस्टम सर्विसेज हैं, जैसे जिसमें गुड जाते हैं, फूड आ गया, वाटर आ गया, रॉ मटेरियल आ गया, जेनेटिक रिसोर्सेज आ गए, मेडिसिनल प्लांट्स आ गए, वो तो मुश्किल से आपका इसमें लेस देन $2000 पर हेक्टेयर है। तो इन लास्ट कॉलम वी कैन सी द नंबर ऑफ स्टडीज which have been taken into account to arrive at this estimate of $6120 per hectare per year. Now I tell you about a first study which was conducted at global level to assess the economic value of the various ecosystem services. एक इम्पोर्टेंट साइंटिस्ट हुए हैं रॉबर्ट कॉस्टन्जा। उन्होंने अपने सहयोगियों के साथ 12-13 उनके सहयोगी और थे, तो 1997 में नेचर में पब्लिश हुई थी ये स्टडी। तो एट दैट टाइम इट वाज टोल्ड दैट द ओवरऑल वैल्यू ऑफ ऑल द इकोसिस्टम सर्विसेज जनरेटेड एट वर्ल्ड लेवल वाज 33 ट्रिलियन पर ईयर, $33 ट्रिलियन per year, or which was roughly 50% of the global GNP at that time। जो ग्रॉस नेशनल प्रोडक्ट उस समय का था उसकी लगभग आधी वैल्यू थी ये इकोसिस्टम सर्विसेज। तो इसमें आउट ऑफ दिस $33 ट्रिलियन वैल्यू सबसे ज़्यादा अकाउंट फॉर किया मैरीन इकोसिस्टम फ्लो वैल्यू। 33 में से लगभग 21 और 20.9 ट्रिलियन was accounted for by marine ecosystems. Then forest contributed about 4.7 ट्रिलियन $। उसके बाद wetland 4.8 ट्रिलियन, then lakes and rivers 1.7 ट्रिलियन $। तो दिस इज द ब्रेकअप। इसमें एक चीज़ क्लियर है कि फॉरेस्ट कवर मच लार्जर ग्लोबल एरिया। टोटल मैंने अपने पहले वीडियो में भी जिक्र किया था कि फॉरेस्ट कवर रफली 30% ऑफ द ग्लोबल लैंड, 30% लैंड पे इन ग्लोबल कंटेक्स्ट फॉरेस्ट आर फाउंड। तो रफली 4 बिलियन हेक्टेयर. Though forest cover much larger global area in comparison to wetland, lakes and rivers, but ecosystem services of these wetlands are more than forest. इसका मतलब wetlands, they are more we can say important or significant as far as ecosystem services are concerned than forest. क्योंकि wetlands have very much high role in providing drinking water, regulating in water regulation, maintenance of the hydrological cycle, then for fisheries and related products, and then in carbon sequestration. So that's why the wetlands have got a very high ecosystem value. So this is the name of the article, the value of world ecosystem services and natural capital. तो ये उन्होंने वैल्यू निकाली थी whole natural capital at global level. So this was published in Nature in 1997. So this is freely available at the web, at the internet. So if you are further interested, you can go through this. So with this, I come to end to this video session. Any query are most welcome at my this email ID. If you like the content of this video, then you are requested to go for liking, इसको like कीजिए, share कीजिए and for further subscription, इसको subscribe जरूर कीजिए वीडियो को. और as I mentioned in earlier videos also that these videos are mainly meant for the candidates who are preparing for various competitive exams at UPSC level or State Public Service Commission level. तो वैसे तो कोई भी जुड़ सकता है इन वीडियो के साथ जिसे नेचर से लगाव है, but my main focus is on these candidates. So next video I will be preparing on role of tiger reserves of India in providing various ecosystem services and benefits. That will be discussed in my next video. तो आज के लिए इतना ही. Thank you so much. नमस्कार.